You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about TJ Watt. What? And the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got an interesting tidbit, an interesting nugget of fact from one of the better NFL insiders out there, Aditi Kinkawala, who worked for NFL Network forever. She made some comments about just how the Steelers look at TJ Watt and how they think he should look at them. And although it's an older comment, it's giving us a very good idea of maybe how the Pittsburgh Steelers are approaching this. And if their goal is to keep TJ Watt, I'm not sure they wanted to go down this road. And he obviously knows this. Then, no wonder he's not just willing to just take any old deal at this point. We know he's looking for that Myles Garrett kind of deal. In case you're wondering, 11 and a half sacks last year, 108 in his career, 7 interceptions. He is a holy terror. No doubt about it. PFF, this is position grades for 2024. You see it right there. TJ Watt graded out as the third best defensive end in all of the National Football League. And we're going to get to these comments, and then we're going to get to if this really goes badly. And I said in a video I made the other day, I can't see the Steelers doing this, trading TJ Watt. If you're going all in with Aaron Rodgers to win something, you hope at least a playoff game because you hadn't won one in freaking forever, then I can't see the whole let me get rid of TJ Watt thing happening. All right? I don't see that being a good idea. Never mind the fact, do you want to piss Aaron Rodgers off right off the bat? Because if I come to your team and you lose the most valuable piece you got on defense, I'm going to be pissed if I'm Aaron Rodgers, right? I understand he's going to be like business is business, but from Rodgers' standpoint, Rodgers is probably sitting back going, I want to challenge for a Super Bowl. That's how I want to go out. Whether that's realistic or not, who knows? But your chances get much worse without TJ Watt on the team. So, Aditi Kinkawala joined 93.7 The Fan on Wednesday. She's a CBS reporter, and she talked about this TJ Watt thing. Quote, here's what the disconnect is. She told Andrew Filipponi and Chris Mueller, quote, and this is what happened the last time around these negotiations. TJ Watt was openly told, all right, so the Steelers point blank told TJ Watt, quote, you're fortunate to be a Steeler. And his response was, you're fortunate to have me. Wow. Okay, so that was 4 years ago, and we're doing this dance all over again. So is that how the Steelers organize? Look, I understand. I get it. Steelers are a national brand. All right? There's several national brands in the NFL. Not your run-of-the-mill clubs, right? Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, Niners, Steelers, Raiders. Even the Raiders. The Raiders are a huge national brand. All right? They got fans everywhere, just like my son and his mother are huge Pittsburgh Steelers fans. They're from right here in East Texas. You know, I got buddies that are huge Raiders fans. I got a buddy that's a huge Redskins fan. You know, I mean, that's national kind of brands. Perhaps Pittsburgh didn't use exactly that language, but that's the message Kinkawala was sent to TJ Watt's side, I guess maybe to his agent or him. It took months for the both sides to get the deal done, ending with a $112 million extension inked 3 days before the start of the regular season. Reportedly, Watt was the catalyst to get the deal done after growing frustration with his own agents as they attempted to squeeze out every dollar. TJ Watt went on to have the best season of his career, tying the NFL sack record and winning Defensive Player of the Year. All right, so, and that would have been 2000. He had 22 and a half mother effing sacks that year. Wow, God dang. That's nuts. So, teams, you may be, and I'm going to tell you, there is some fire out there around trades with him. I will tell you, New England radio, Patriots radio has been talking about a TJ Watt trade for 6 weeks, maybe. There's a lot of push in New England for the Patriots to legitimately make a real run because they're like TJ Watt and Mike Vrabel together. Christian Gonzalez is an all-world, all-pro cornerback, and they signed Milton Williams. I mean, that defensive line would be arguably the best in the league. Maybe only the Eagles would be better. It would be the Patriots and the Eagles if TJ Watt ended up on that line. So the teams that are out there, and I saw this earlier, it's not even part of this article. The Rams, the Lions, the Redskins, I ain't calling them the Commanders. I don't give a shit. And the New England Patriots, but there's a lot of Green Bay Packer and Seattle Seahawk fire that's going on out there around TJ Watt. Again, I cannot imagine this actually happening. Now, he wants the Myles Garrett deal. What was that? 4 years, 150 or something like that, 140 with 120 something million fully guaranteed on the deal, guaranteed for the contract. He wants something in that neighborhood, and TJ Watt is is 30 years old. But look, defensive ends, they tend to have some legs. As far as now, you're talking about playing till you're 34. His brother played till he was, I think he was 34. I think he was 33. And there's still rumors J.J. Watt wants to come out of retirement. I said if he's going to, this is it. Come out and play with TJ and the Steelers. And then the Steelers are even more interesting than just Aaron Rodgers and TJ Watt and whatever. I just don't think ultimately TJ Watt gets moved. I think the Steelers the deal. I've seen Steeler fans are split. There's a lot of Steeler fans that are like, F him, trade him. He's getting too old. Trade him. Long in the tooth. Pull a Belichick. Move out before his skills start diminishing. You know, Myles Garrett is a year younger than TJ Watt. I just, look, if you want to win in the NFL, you got to have a quarterback and you got to be able to pressure the quarterback, which means you don't want to move off this guy. You're in a conference where you've got to beat Jackson, Mahomes, or Allen, or potentially all three to make it to the Super Bowl. I just don't see this. I don't see a trade, actually. It would have to be the mother of all offers, and I just don't see – I don't think Tomlin's going to want to do it because there's part of me that believes this is – and I understand he just did an extension. There's a part of me that believes this is Mike Tomlin's swan song in Pittsburgh. Like he's running into that area in the same way that Andy Reid just got to the end with the Eagles. And he was still a hell of a coach, and he needed a change of scenery. I feel like that is where Tomlin, again, I don't care that he just did an extension. I think this is Tomlin doing a one last hurrah, and then I know that next year I could go to a different team and make massive bank with some team as their head football coach. By the way, there's been in the past, a lot of USC rumors with Mike Tomlin. I can't imagine. And he's come out and shot those down. But with NIL and that money that USC, and I hear I just heard this the other day, USC is spending a freaking fortune on players to get that program back up in that college football conversation, playoff conversation. You know, they badly miss a superstar Pete Carroll kind of guy. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Before we jump in, make sure you go to our merch store, our Make Basketball Great Again shirt, and our newest shirt that just came out. Both shirts are brand new. The American Flag Skull Fever Enforcer shirt. And use promo code CC22 for 20% off.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.